Hey, what's going on, everyone? Appreciate y'all coming here and checking out this Fallout 76 video. This is just going to be a video over my thoughts of some things that I think the developers should add into the game that would help improve gameplay. In my personal opinion, I would love to know what you guys would like to see the developers add into the game as well. And who knows, this may spark some ideas for the developers of what the community may like. Personally, for me, what some things I would love to see added into the game is, for one, a new location that we could travel to. I mean, I know we got the expeditions, right, where we can go to the pit, which is awesome, how we can revisit a place that's from the previous Fallout games. However, the downfall is it just didn't feel the same. It felt like we were just on a mission when we're there. It would be cool if they added like a whole new location for us to travel to and be able to place our camps at, and just travel around and find new locations around in that area, such as like right now we're in the Appalachia area in West Virginia, and we could find all of these locations. Could you imagine if like the developers added a boat transportation to take us into another area where we can just travel around and find locations and immerse ourselves into a whole new storyline that's over in that location? I think that would be something really awesome. Or who knows, maybe we could just use the vertibird that they have going on at the White Spring that we use for the expeditions to travel to the pit. Except instead of us being on an expedition where it feels like we're on a mission and we're just grinding, it'd be like we travel over there to immerse ourselves into a storyline, like the Far Harbor DLC from Fallout 4. I think that'd be something pretty neat. Another thing that I think would be pretty cool for the developers to add in would be a new storyline, like I was just mentioning before, of a new location for us to go to and find other new locations in that new location, if that makes sense. It's kind of confusing how I said that, but like we travel over to a whole new location and we find multiple new locations around in that area, like all these locations that we can find on the map here. And we're able to also build camps in that new location that we can travel to. I mean, we do have all this extra space outside of the map here that the developers could possibly use. I don't know how difficult that would be for them, or for them to like make it so we could travel by boat to this new area, or use the vertibird over at the White Spring like we use for the expeditions to go to the new area, and be able to, most importantly, place a camp at and spend time there and immerse yourself once again into a new storyline, which is something else I would love to see the developers add, a whole new storyline for us to dive into, like the Brotherhood of Steel storyline that we got previously. That was a great storyline for us to immerse ourselves into. There was tons of dialogue options we could choose from, and it was just a decently long one to enjoy. Like I mentioned previously, it'd be awesome if we can get something like the Far Harbor DLC from Fallout 4. That'd be sweet. I know the roadmap should be coming sometime in the future. I don't know exactly when. I'm pretty sure it came around this time in 2022, if I remember correctly. We got a roadmap in the past around this time of the year. So we may be getting a roadmap sometime soon in the future. I'm not positive on that though, so don't take that as like confirmation of me saying that. But who knows? I'm excited to see what the developers have planned for this year. What are you guys hoping for that they'd add in? Also, I would like to see a new boss fight. I know we just got one from the Nuke World DLC, but possibly we get a new boss fight at the new area that we could travel to, if they ever do that, where they expand the map or something. Or maybe they could make a new boss fight in another region. Like we got one now in the Ash Heap. We got two actually in the Ash Heap. We got the Ultracite Titan that we can fight, and we got the Imposter Sheep Squatch that we can fight too in the Ash Heap. And we got the Scorch Beast Queen over here that we can fight as a boss. And we got the Wendigo Colossus, Earl Williams, that we can fight in Savage Divide within the Monongah Mine. So we got quite a few boss fights, but, just them adding more in-game activity where it brings the community together on the server to play together, I think is an awesome addition too. It just brings the community together to play together on the server. So yeah, those are three things that I would like to see. And also I would like to see new events too, of course, because, new events help bring us together too on the server. Honestly, it'd be pretty cool if they could bring back, the vault raids. that was an experience that we got to experience for a short amount of time. And I will say it was pretty laggy and extremely difficult, but at the same time, you know, the whole experience of going through the vault raid, I think, was an awesome concept, and it brought the community together. Like, you literally had to go in with a group to take on the harder difficulty within the vault raid, which I thought was pretty neat. Of course, you know, the buggy part within the vault raid wasn't fun. It was extremely buggy, but they have polished up the game quite a bit since then, so I think the vault raids would possibly run smooth nowadays within the game. Be cool, like in each vault raid there's a unique boss too that we take on at the end of it. But honestly, I would still prefer a whole new location rather than the vault raids, but that is something else that would be pretty cool to see added in the game sometime again. It was a fun concept. Most importantly, I think, in my opinion, I would love to see a new location for us to go to, except not like we're on an expedition where it's just like a whole new location we can go to and immerse yourself into a new story. That's another thing that I would like to see, and another new boss fight or something. Maybe at the end of the story, like we got to fight the giant behemoth at the end of the Brotherhood of Steel storyline. You know, the doctor who turned into the giant behemoth that we got to fight, Dr. Blackburn. Yeah, him. That was an awesome experience. So it'd be cool to see the developers add in another Brotherhood of Steel storyline. I mean, not another Brotherhood of Steel storyline, but another storyline like the Steel Rain DLC that we got. That was just great. I think that was a great addition for us. But yeah, I would love to know your guys' thoughts of what you would like to see personally added into the game. And who knows, maybe this would spark some ideas to the developers. If, who knows, maybe a developer or something sees this video and gets some ideas and inspiration from the comments. I feel like just talking about this kind of stuff is something good, what players would like to see in the game. As you can see, I'm right over here. I decided to make this video over here at the Ohio River Adventures because there's a boat over here. And yeah, this would be kind of neat to use as transportation. Not specifically this boat, but a boat we could use to travel to another location. Or we can use, once again, use the vertibird from the White Spring to travel to another location. Or they just possibly expand on the area that we're at in West Virginia to just make it so there's more locations outside the map somewhere. But yeah, I just figured I'd make this video just to share what I would like to see personally in the future of the game. And also I would love to know what you guys would like to see too in the game in the future. And once again, who knows, this may spark some inspiration to some developers on the team. You never know. Just talking about, you know, the game and future content. Those are just some things I think the developers should consider adding into Fallout 76. I think it would help make the game feel fresh again, going to a whole new location and discovering new locations around in that new area, and being able to place our camp too, so we can camp out at the new area that we can travel to. I think that'd be a neat addition. And once again, a new storyline to dive into. But yeah, I'm out of here, everyone. As always, thanks for taking the time, watching and listening. Until next time, peace.